Hi, today I'm going to talk about STEK's new thermal imaging camera. As you can see, it's a very handy camera. I can hold it very well right in one hand. It has a focus feature which is very easy to use. It has a thermal lens, a visual lens, laser, flashlights. As you can see, there are very few buttons so that it's very easy to use. You could also use the touch screen to do any functions that you may like. Here's the power button, long press to switch it on or switch it off. To see the menu, just press the center button. Here you can see I can add any kind of object. I could add a point, I could add a square, or minimum temperature, maximum temperature. Let's say I add a square. As you can see, the square has been added very easily, and I can shift it anywhere as per my liking, and I can delete it very easily as well. If I want, I can change the palette. There are many palettes to choose from. I could also change the distance. I can auto adjust it very easily. This is the playback option where I can see all the previously stored images. This is a photo video mode to take photo and videos through the touchscreen display itself. These are the settings. There is the temperature parameter settings, the temperature function settings, image settings, saving settings for the images. You could connect via Wi-Fi or via Bluetooth, and then the other system settings are available in the settings. If you were to see, the few buttons have very easy functions. If you don't want to go through the touchscreen panel, you can just click right here and go to your gallery. If you click here, it would just be a return button, and you can navigate through the menu very easily like so. If you were to click this button, it would take a picture for you. And if you were to click the trigger button, it would switch on the laser function for you. You can see the LED light up there is visible in my camera as well. As you can see the red markings because it is very hot. If I want to focus on the LED light or not, I can change that by twisting this around and then focus onto the LED light. If I want to take a picture, I will just click the camera button here. That would freeze the picture, and if I click it again, it would take the picture for me. If you want to manually focus, you can change the focus by this. Or if you want automatic focus, you just click on the return button once, which would make the focus change drastically, and when you click on it once again, it would focus perfectly on your object. If you want to view the image we just took, I would click the center button, which would show me all the settings. I would go to playback, and here I can see the images I have taken right now. On clicking this folder, I can see the images that I have taken today. If I click on the image will expand and I can see the image and analyze it. If I go back to the folder settings, I can see here that there is an options menu. On clicking this options menu, I can select this particular folder and I can rename it to whatever I like. Once this is renamed, I can save those images under a particular category as well. Ports are available on the right hand side. There is the charging ports, the SD card, and the HDMI port. This is another very useful feature. This is to cover your lens so that you have no damage to the lens. The battery for this is very easy to remove. There is a button here and there's a similar button here. You just press both of them and the battery comes right off. And similarly, if you just push the battery back right in, the battery would fix in its place. So this is the software for the thermal imager that we saw. This is the default image that would be visible, the thermal image and the visual image as well. I would right click on this and I can open any image saved on my PC. For example, these. Let's say I click on this image of a fan. It will automatically select this image and the visual image with it as well. Now let's say I had done some previous work on it. That work is already saved, as you can see. Even though it's a JPEG image, it has still saved all the work that I have done previously. To remove all the previous work, I will just right click and I will click on remove analysis. That takes away all the previous work done on the image. Now to add another analysis tool, I would go here on the top left. As you can see, there are various analysis tools available. Let's say I want to see every temperature pixel. I would click on the flying spot meter, and when I will come back on the image and I will see any particular spot, I can see the particular temperature at that pixel. As you can see, the fan is higher and the surrounding temperature is lower. Let's say I go back to the top left and I select a line tool. On selecting the line tool, I can come back to the image and I can make a line across the image like so. As you can see here, on making the line, I can see all the specifics of that line on this yellow table here. Let's say I do not want a blue colored line. I can also change the settings for that by right clicking on the image, going to settings, going into analysis, and changing the color for line 1. As there is only line 1, only this would be shown. If I have a lot of tools, I can change that analysis color. Let's say I want to change it to yellow. So I would select yellow and I would click on OK, and the line color has changed to yellow. I want to add a rectangle, so I would go onto the top left and I would click on the rectangle tool and I would make a rectangle here. Now this rectangle is called area 1. Let's say I want to change the emissivity for this area 1 because it's of a different material. I would right click, go back to settings, go to analysis, and here as you can see there's an emissivity option that is unchecked. I will check it and I will change the emissivity. Right now it's 0.96. I would change it to 0.5 for area 1. When I click OK, you can see area 1 emissivity has changed to 0.5, and it has also changed the temperatures to 91.1 degrees Celsius, which is very different from the actual temperature at 0.96 emissivity. You can see there are a lot of other features that are available here. These can be discussed at length when we come for a demonstration to your site. If you want, you can also export this entire report onto Word document just by clicking on File and clicking on Export to Word. This can help you enhance the document by adding different fonts or anything that you may like, or any other details like your company logo or any other fancy things.